17-6, you know. Steele's a great player. We knew it going in. You have to tackle him low. You can't tackle him high. I knew the touchdown, the 48-yarder, he was 4 yards downfield. I said touchdown. It was over. I could tell Quez was on a block, trying to get off a block, and he was getting stiffer. I'm like, once he gets clear, it's over. He's too strong. He's too fast. The next one was kind of garbage. They were doing this play. They're holding intentionally, which is garbage. They called 1 out of 5. They're stepping inside and grabbing our end because they know our ends play tight. So he's just holding our end. Our end's trying to pull away. He can't pull away. So guy runs for a touchdown. We missed another tackle on that one, but he's tough to tackle in space. Again, not a big fan of that. But he is a great player. Their defense dominated the whole game. I mean, we couldn't. Punt, 3 and out. And we didn't, we had a nice drive. We got 3. The nice drive to get 3 was huge because it kind of calmed the thing. We had just given up. It was 14-0. I know it didn't seem like a lot, but I felt like it was a lot because our defense, probably the first time all year, really got frustrated. They're mostly mad at themselves, but part of it is it's 14-0, and it's like we just gave a touchdown. We're gonna get 14. You know what I mean? You can say whatever you want. That's what they're thinking. And I got a couple of my best players kind of going at it, and they're like really good friends and really close, but they're just agitated. And then the offense goes on that 6-minute drive, and we get 3, and it's like, okay, we had to go right back out there on defense. That was probably the one time all year we weren't in a great place defensively. We were just trying to get like, hey, and they were just frustrated, and they were like, but I know part of it was that score might be the one that's, takes us out of any chance going to a bowl game. And then we get out of half, and then they go on a nice drive. The first third down, we got to get off the field. We don't fit our coverage right. That's on the guys. The second, the 3rd and 20, bad call by me. I should have saw Steele's in the game and know they're going to screen it. That's bad by me. But then a great stop. I felt like, God, we dodged a bullet because we had 2 third downs. They punched one in there because there's still 2 scores, and just from, but then just 17-6, 17-6, like, and how many times you can get the ball back and just nothing. And then finally it's like, hey, like now we got to go, 4th down, we got to go. Like it's at that point and we drive all the way down and we punch it in. We don't get the 2, but you got a lot of momentum. They still got Steele though. He's hard. 3 plays pushing that guy. He's in. We get him a 3rd and 1 and we stuff him, and then they decide to go for it. And we stuff them again. Again, we've been really good in short yardage. We've stuffed a lot of people. Like I felt like I kind of wanted to go for it. I just felt like they punted. Could our offense go 80 again? And again, they could. It was Steele. I don't think it's bad. I'm going for it with Steele too. I'm getting the ball at 33, and I thought we got a bad spot. I thought it was closer. Like I thought we stuffed but we got it. And then again, we're 0 for 9 on go balls with a pick. Like our quarterback rating on go balls for the day is negative. Like if you do the quarterback rating, it's probably like negative 30. We're 0 for 9 with a pick on go balls, but again, we're not that efficient thrower right now. So you got to keep taking your shots. And then Miles Marshall makes we always talk about making that contested play, You got to win games. Somebody's got to make a, Hit made that one last week on the side. Like somebody's got to make a play that's hard, not just an easy one, And then, Miles makes. Avy puts in a good enough spot and Miles makes a contested play, and then we still got to get it's like, minute 40, I'm a defensive guy, minute 40. Because I kept telling Eric on the drive, like, we got time, like, you got 4 downs, we got 2 timeouts. Like, I'm thinking, let's bleed this thing down, scoring with 50, And they get it, and then it's weird, like, we put in a pressure, we drop both ends, we had put in, First thing Breeks after game was like, police. I'm like, yeah, it's amazing. So we drop both ends, and he throws it right to Woolard. Woolard happens to bobble it, and I was right. Woolard's a good athlete. He catches it good. He played tight end. And I see Woolard, and the play before, Ambi's got a pick and doesn't make it. And now I'm watching Woolard bob it, and here comes Brian Ugu, and he scoops it up. And, now he's running, and I'm thinking, get down. And he's smart. He gets down. That was the most startling thing of the whole game tonight, was that my defensive end, who's never dropped in coverage all year, the first time he's dropped, gets a pick off a bat and was smart enough to know the game situation and get down and not keep running, which was, to me, was one of the smartest things we've done all year. I was like, that's all I could think about. Like, God, Ugu got down. Like, that's a shocker. So, and then victory sweep is good to us. Victory sweep, we haven't used in a long time. We've won some games of victory sweep, but there's too much time left, and you think you can't take a knee, but we can burn some time. AV burned 7 on the first one. That's probably as good as you can do. But you burn 7, 8. Now all of a sudden, because you got that clock that says, hey, you can't take a knee here, and you don't want to punt it. You don't want to put a Hail Mary on. So we burned 7, and then we burned 6. Now you take a knee, and now you don't have to deal with any of that stuff. So really good job. We kind of probably burned, because you got to burn more on the second one. I said second one, you only need like 4 here, and we're good. Because you got to burn another 7. We probably could have burned 20 seconds, which is hard to do. So, again, I look up, it's 18-17. I'm thinking, oh, wow, everybody's jumping around. I'm thinking, wow, like, not sure I was expecting that, but it's 18-17, and I got idiot defensive guys jumping around. I'm like, guys, we need to stop. Remember the Buffalo game? Like, we need to stop. Like, we're jumping around like what? So, but then the defense came through like they always do, and again, no Frizz, no Nolan, no Ty Wise. Like, McWood's out there with a broken hand, and those guys just keep playing and playing and playing. So really, really good group to be around all year.
Yeah. Coach Chris Vogt for Journal News. I'm here for Mark Schmetzer. Good win. I think what stood out the most offensively is just you guys wanted to get that big play, and it just wasn't able to happen.
Yeah.
Big play, and then you look at it, fourth quarter. That's why you play 60 minutes.
Yeah.
Let's talk about that.
Yeah. No, and again, we have to. We're not as efficient throwing the ball without Brett in there. We know that. Avi's coming on. He's getting better every week. He hit some short throws finally in the fourth quarter. We got through his progression, but we're not. He's more of a runner, and so we have to. After Northwestern gave up, you're like, you guys got to quit throwing the ball deep. I go, I know. I saw they all landed in the bleachers like that. Those didn't work. I'm like, yeah, I know, but we're not going to really dink and dunk. Yeah, like we have to, And last week we got him, and then obviously we got one. So but we did complete in those 2 drives. We complete some underneath jaywalk and some key first downs. So we did complete some. But what was he like? Throwing the ball. Where's the stats? 18 for 46. That's not real efficient. So if you're not going to complete him, you might as well chuck him deep and see what happens. Like
the only stat that you probably care about is that last touchdown. Talk about that play.
Yeah, no, we got 1-on-1, and again, we always talk about those 2-minute situations. Yeah, you got to keep the chains going. You got to keep going. You want to, but at some point you're in their territory, and they're thinking like, we got to get stopped. I always say the easiest time to get big plays in 2 minutes. Like so we were looking for a 1-on-1 matchup. We got 1-on-1. He saw us 1-on-1. We had other parts of the route going, but he saw us 1-on-1, and we just tell him, hey, every time it's 1-on-1, you got to take a shot. And again, it hasn't been efficient, but at that point, are we going to complete 5 more boys? Then we get in the red zone, then what? We're going to dink it around. There's no space. So he got the 1-on-1 matchup, and he threw a good enough ball, and Miles made a great catch on it. I mean, he really did. He went, the ball's inside. He went and got it, and it was contested. He hung on, and that was a big-time play.
I'm thinking you didn't come in today thinking you were going to throw the ball 46 times. What did Ball State – I know the coverage was really tight through most of the day. Even on the touchdown, it was right there. What did Ball State do defensively to frustrate the offense?
No, just like everybody's doing now. They're putting a lot of guys down in there. Like, they're going to try to make AV throw to beat them. Like, they're smart, and they loaded up a lot of guys, and guys did that too earlier, and we lost some low-scoring games like this. So they're going to definitely not – obviously, you watch AV run. That's not – you're not trying to put him in situations where he can get his legs going. He still had 84 yards rushing. If it wasn't for sacks, he'd been over 100. But they loaded up and, played man most of the game and said, hey, we're going to have a lot of guys down in there and defend the run and, make sure that he can't beat us through the air. But in the end, he finally got him. So it took a while, but in the end, he got him.
All right, Miles, why don't you just walk us through that last play?
I know we needed a play. They was pressing me for about the whole last quarter, and then I just got to get off the press, hold the line. We practiced that a lot because White harps on it, holding the line, making the catch, going up for the catch, and it's just instinct. And I see the ball in the air and go get it.
Chris Vogt for Journal News here in town. I'm thinking, got to get that big play, and then sure enough, 60 minutes later, you guys get that big play. How important is it to just filter through the whole entire game, 60 minutes? Like, how big is that?
Yeah, it's a 60-minute game, I haven't been in the MAC very long, but they say all the MAC games like this, and the season has been the same way. So, you just got to keep playing, Whoever plays the hardest and longest usually the one that's going to win. So, you just keep pushing, and the good things are going to happen.
Miles, you haven't been here that long in Miami, but What's it mean to you I mean, you were able to make the play that sends the team to the Bahamas Bowl.
It means a lot, honestly. Coming from Indiana, we had a bad season last year. We didn't get to go to a bowl game, so that's something that we missed out on. And it's just a big deal. I made a play. I haven't made as many plays as I expected this year, and it's like a weight off my shoulders. So it's good. It feels good.
I mean, anytime you're thinking, well, we lose this, we're not playing for the rest of the season, we're done. Then you got this in the back of your mind, like we want to play for as long as we can. Was that in the back of your mind, like, look, we gotta win to keep going?
Kind of on the sideline a little bit, like going out there, like we need to, like this last drive, like we gotta go score. But once you're out there, you just get to play, line up and execute the play. It's just second nature at this point. I'm not thinking about nothing else other than the ball in the air. I gotta go get it. So.
Mike, you good? Okay, go ahead.
How difficult was it for the team to keep the confidence up and everything? Because most of the game, Ball State's defense had kind of frustrated the offense. So to come back from that amount of points, how difficult was it to have the confidence to do that through the course of the game?
It wasn't very difficult. We pride ourselves on playing through the whistle. We know we're a talented group, even though we haven't really shown it that much this year. But we know we have the confidence. Like we all think that we're the best player on the field, and that's how you should feel. So it wasn't the confidence thing at all. We just got to keep pushing, and we know something's gonna break through.